In this video, we're going to see another business use case where we will learn how we can use flow and prompt template together and solve a business requirement. So we will use template triggered flow, which will act as a act as a component that will supply data, the right data to the prompt template, and which in turn, takes help from AI and then automate a particular business use case. So let's learn with an example. So this is what we are going to achieve now. Competitor intelligence. So imagine that you are going to help a sales users, right? Or basically the opportunity team members when they are working on a particular business deal. And then you wanted to provide competitor intelligence, right? To see based on the past history of deals which we lost to a particular competitor. So if I know the competitor and the past history of data, we can able to make use of AI and then bring some insights or recommendations in terms of how we can able to change the strategy and then win the deal in our favor. So basically this is a classic use case where AI can be extremely helpful because there is it's possible that you can have a large data set containing the competitors that you were working against, and then in some cases you did win the deal, some cases you did lose the deal. So based on the past history of data, right, we wanted to arrive at some intelligence so that that will help the opportunity team to change the strategy and the way in which they can able to channelize the deal. So let's see how we can able to use AI, especially prompt builder in this case, and then derive intelligence. So this is what we are going to do it. So if I go to a particular opportunity, so I have a lot of opportunities in my org. So for example, this is an opportunity, and this is an opportunity that we lost to a particular competitor called SendGrid. And just like that, there are a lot of competitors, to which we did lose a deal, we did win a deal. And let's say I wanted to see how I can able to derive intelligence about my customers, about my competitors, especially when I'm working on this particular deal. So if I go to this particular opportunity, and if you look at the details, I have three custom fields. One is the key competitor, number one. Then, just in case if I have lost the deal, then, the sales users will enter the reason for the loss. And then this is the one which we wanted to, which we wanted to auto populate, or which we wanted to populate using AI. So that the opportunity team can make use of this particular information and then accordingly change the strategy of the deal. Yeah, so let's see how we can able to do this. Here is the high level design. So basically we are going to populate competitor intelligence field on the opportunity record, correct? And we will be using prompt template function, prompt template feature. Yeah, but the prompt template requires data, the right data, isn't it? Yeah, so this is where we are going to use the flow, the template triggered flow. So this flow will supply the required data. Basically it will try to get the key competitor of a particular deal, and then it will just go and then fetch all the past history of deals where we did lose the business opportunity to the selected competitor, and that will become the data supplied to the prompt template, which will in turn take help from AI and then derive intelligence out of the data. Okay, and this is what we are going to do it. And I know we will learn how to use prompt builder and then field generation, how to create a template triggered flow and then ground the data. And this is important. Yeah, template triggered flow with auto input option. And then we will also see how we can able to bind a particular field on a record page and the prompt template. Something we have done in the previous implementations. We will continue that as well. Yeah. All right, first things first, I need to create a flow, right? I'll go to the flow builder and then click on new flow, and it will open up all the flow types available, isn't it? So we're gonna choose template triggered prompt flow. That's the first thing we're gonna do it. And I've already built the flow. I'll just walk you through what we need to do in each step. Yeah, very, very simple flow, nothing complex at all. So this is the template triggered flow, the very first thing is we need to choose between the input type, manual input versus automatic inputs. In this case, we are going to use the flow in a prompt template, isn't it? So I'll go with this automatic templates, and I'll be given option to choose the type of, the capability. I'll go with field generation because this particular template triggered flow is going to supply data to a prompt template, which is going to, generate an AI content for a field. Correct. So that's the reason I'm going to choose field generation template capability. And what would be the primary, object, primary object, in this case, opportunity, because we are going to update a field on the opportunity record object, isn't it? So I'll choose the object, number one. Number two, I need to get all the lost deals, correct, based on the competitor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a get record, element. So if you just see this, yeah, very simple. I'm going to choose the object, and then I'm going to just say that, hey, this is the custom field where, the competitor name is stored. Basically, we will use the input global variable, and then we choose the opportunity, and then we simply say that, hey, this is the competitor, find all the records matching this competitor name where the stage name is closed lost. That's it. So this will return multiple records for me, isn't it? So what I need to do is I need to loop through each and every record and then gather the lost reason, the reason for the loss, correct? Yeah. So how do I do it? Very simple. What you can do is we can create one collection variable. Okay. Yeah. So very simple, a variable of type text. Okay, and ensure that this checkbox is selected, which means this particular variable can hold multiple, or a collection of data. That's it. So once you have this resource ready, all we are going to do is we're going to run a loop. Yeah, and we will just select the previous element which holds the list of closed deals, correct? List of closed deals, or closed lost deals, isn't it? Yeah. And map this collection, for example in this one, opportunities from get closed lost deals by competitor. That's it. Run from the first to the last item, right? And then have an assignment element, correct? And then you'll just simply load all the lost reason into this collection, record collect or text collection variable. Yeah. So we choose the we choose the collection, and then operator is add. Yeah. And then we'll just simply say that from the current item, okay, get the reason for loss. Okay, that's it. So as and when you load, this collection will hold all the reasons, all the lost reasons. Then what we can do is after we loop through all the deals, we can just simply come here and then use the add prompt instructions element. This is a new element that got added, right? We'll just simply say that, hey, this is the competitor name and this is the closed lost reason, right? That's it. We are all good to go now. Yeah. So now this flow is ready. Just activate the flow. Then we'll just switch to the next step, which is prompt template. We have highlighted here. The flow is ready. The data is going to come from the flow. We are just going to configure the right prompt instruction, isn't it? So let's go and then start creating the prompt template. Perfect. Step one is completed. Let's move to step two. Step two is where you are in the prompt builder, and then click on new prompt template. Choose the prompt template type, in this case field generation, right? And just give a name, uh, generate competitive intelligence, and then have a template description. Choose the object where you wanted to use this prompt template, and then choose the field. In our case, competitive intelligence is a custom field that we created. Okay, so this is the start. This is the starting point of your prompt template creation, right? Hit next button, and you will be taken to the screen. Perfect. Inside the prompt template space, just remember the key attributes. So we need to explain, to a just like how you explain something to a kid, you have to be very, very detailed in terms of providing prompt instructions, right? You need to give the role to your AI model, and then say, explain the context, and then explain the specific task, explain, what is the output that you are that is expected out of this, AI model, right? So I already have a prompt message. As you can just see, I've just set the role as sales intelligence analyst, correct? And I've just also given the expected, the task, correct? So it needs to provide the strategic insights about the competitors involved, correct? That's an important thing. And based on the historical data, correct? So we can just supply the current opportunity information, which is fairly simple. All we have to do is just go to the resource and then hit this opportunity and then just get the name of the field. Yeah. So that's the opportunity name. I'll follow the same and then update, the account, amount, stage, competitor, etc. Yeah, that's it. So I'll just add the competitor as well. Perfect. So now we have the current opportunity details, right? So this needs to be compared as against the historical deals, and this is where the flow come into the play, correct? So what I'll do is in place of this, I'll go to resource, click on flow, and this is the one that we just created. The flow that will bring all the closed loss deals, right? Yeah, based on the current key competitor. Just hit this button. That's it. You are done. Yeah, and we have to be very clear about what is expected, isn't it? Yeah. So find the common reasons, successful strategies, etc., etc. Correct. And then finally, this is what is expected. Okay, the reason for the loss, and then the strategy that should be followed, and then pattern observed, any recommendation or actionable tip. That's it. Okay. So once this is done, we can just put this model into test, right? Which is fairly simple. Again, we have bunch of models available. I'll go with this OpenAI GPT 3.5 for now. Okay. And then I just wanted to choose the sample data, and in this case Grand Hotel guest portal. This is the one, right? Yeah, let's use this as a portable um, as a test record. Okay, and then check this one, hit preview. Let's see what happens. Perfect. As you see on the left, this is the prompt, and the places where we have just kept the placeholders, correct? Yeah, it's been replaced with the actual data, and you can just see this. This is the competitor name, and this and here you can find all the various reasons for losing the deals in the past opportunities, correct? And with this prompt, it did give me a nice suggestion, recommendation, etc. Yeah, streamline sales process, enhance market presence, etc., etc. Tailor approach to address past pain points, and you can find the key reason for losing the previous deals, etc. Correct. This looks fine to me. Okay, I can able to switch multiple models and then test it. Okay, first let me activate and then move on to the next step. Right. So step one flow is completed. Step two, the prompt is ready, and step three is what we are going to do, which is mapping this particular prompt to a field. Correct. Let's hit this. Let's go back to the page, opportunity page. Then we'll just get into the edit page mode. All right, I'm in the edit page now, right? The first thing to remember is the field generation, or converting a normal record field into a enabled field. So you need to upgrade your page to dynamic forms, without which, right, you cannot use it. So you have to first upgrade your page layout, and then find the field where you wanted to, or which you wanted to enable AI. So this is the field that I wanted to, turn or convert into an AI enabled field. So use this, click on this particular link, particular field, and then you will just see the prompt templates. The one that we just created, generate competitor intelligence, just map this. That's it. Once you are done, you will just start seeing this little icon, right, indicating that this is no longer a normal record field, right? So AI is embedded or enabled in it. So let's save and then, test it once. Perfect. Let's quickly test this. And I'm in the details tab, and you can see this, right? There is a this icon. This is no longer a normal record field, correct? Let's click, and then let's hit this button and see what happens. So now the Einstein Copilot or assistive agent is trying to uh, call the prompt template, and yes, that's it. So now I have the reason for, based on the past historical Ds, now I know the reason for the loss, and then I know the strategies that can be followed, pattern observed, and key recommendations and action tip, which I can readily use it. Yeah, and then hit save button. That's it. So this is how simple, where how simple it is for us to automate a business use case. Think about it. Without AI, it would be, a manual, a manual intrusive task where you need to look into all by yourself the past data and then arrive at some intelligence, right? Now we can take help from AI, yeah, and change this manual intensive task, and then completely automate it, right? So this is what we did. Three steps involved. Number one, create a flow that helps you to ground the data and then use that flow inside prompt template. Then then map the prompt template to a record, to an object, field on the record page. So once this is done, we just we just automated the business use case, right? So I'll see you in the next video. I hope this was helpful. Thank you.